Well, hello to all the Oklahoma City Public Schools families and staff, teachers, administrators, our Board of Education certainly, and to our kids. We try and communicate with all of you a number of different ways. We send out robocalls, we send out text alerts, email blasts, we use social media. And so what we wanted to do is add just another layer of communication. And what I'd like to start doing is providing you with maybe a 3 to 5 minute weekly video just to talk to you about some of the things that are coming up, some of the decisions that have been made. I think most of you, all of you probably know by now that our Board of Education took action to delay the start of the year to August 31st. And the same night in the same board meeting took action to go full virtual. So our school year will begin August 31, and all the kids will be in a virtual setting, meaning from home. And we did this for a number of reasons, and I just want to be real honest with you. There were no good choices here. And we talked about hybrid and A-B schedule. We talked about just taking all the precautions and following protocols and bringing kids back all the way to a virtual setting, which is what we decided to do. And each option we looked at created other issues. So we have said we're going to go for the first 9 weeks. We're prepared to do that. And then we're going to review along the way so that if circumstances get better, if we see transmission rates drop significantly, if after talking to our public health officials and those who advise us, we think that it's safe to incrementally bring kids back into the building, then we will consider doing that. So let's talk about what virtual means and what that looks like. We get a lot of questions about this. We really have a couple different options. So option number one is what we call our remote online learning option. And it's really as close to classroom real time as we can get. So you're going to have a teacher for your student, and they will learn and teach together with classmates. So I have a roster of 27 kids. I will engage as a teacher with my kids throughout the day, the best that we can in real time. Now, there's a lot more to this, and to get the detail of this, you need to visit our website. So okcps.org, and you can find out all the detail of option number one. Option number two is what we call our E3 option. And this is what we call, not to get all goofy with terminology, but it's our asynchronous, which means it is not full engagement like that first option. It is a series of lessons and supports that are loaded onto a learning management system so that a student can come in at any time, 24 hours, and access lessons, supports, videos, and work at his or her own pace. Now, the good news is in either option, we're dealing with Oklahoma City Public Schools teachers. So I think that's an important piece. Now, a lot of you are going to ask and have asked, the what about questions. What about my child who needs special education services? What about my child who needs enrichment of some sort? What about extracurricular activities, band and chorus and volleyball, etc.? We're in the process right now of making some final decisions on those things. We know that the State Department of Education has provided guidance, and part of the guidance is that even in a virtual setting, do everything you can to provide access to the kids who have the greatest needs. That makes sense. That's logical. So we're trying to figure out what that might look like in our schools in a virtual setting. I know you're anxious. I know you have a lot of questions. And what we're trying to do, and I can tell you when I say we, I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are trying to figure out what the greatest needs are and what the solutions are to meet those needs. Every student in our district will get a device. The district will provide it for your child, If you're a pre-K, K1 or 2, you get an iPad. If you're a 3rd grader through 12th grader, you get a Chromebook. The district has purchased hundreds and hundreds of what we call hotspots. And we will also, for those who need connectivity, be issuing a hotspot. And the easy way to look at that is I now have a device, a hotspot gets me access to the internet, and I now have those 2 things I need to at least begin this virtual learning process. We're aware of the other challenges. I'm a working mom. I have a 2nd grade daughter. How does my daughter take care of her virtual learning? Or I have to make a decision between going to work or staying home, and my boss is not happy with me. Or I can't afford childcare. These are all problems that we're trying to address now. We are not going to be able to meet you all the way and take care of all these challenges. So we come back to, why did we make the decision to go virtually? And I just want to emphasize again, our belief, and I say we staff, we Board of Education, was that we needed to make the safest choice for our kids and teachers and visitors to our district, our employees. And so we believe this is the safest choice. And all the other challenges that we recognize exist, we are working hard every day to try and provide solutions to those challenges. Next week, and I'm going to give a caveat here, but next week we are continuing with enrollment. Right now you can enroll online, and I would strongly encourage you to do that. It's pretty simple. Again, go to our website and you can take care of that there. But we're also planning to open up our campuses next week for physical in-person enrollment at your school. A lot can happen over a period of time, a few hours. Things may change. By tomorrow, after we videotape this, things may change. And so if that piece changes where we're not going to enroll in person, we will get that information to you. So check all those communication platforms that we use. Check our website. We'll have it posted in big letters if we change direction on that or anything else that we talk about. It's a tough position that we're all in. Nobody signed up for this. We get it. And we're going to make the very best of it. We love your kids, and we're going to do everything we can to take care of them and of you. So signing off for now. We'll talk to you again next week.